guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is August 26, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And we have a big breaking news red alert. It says here, emergency power outages introduced throughout Ukraine. And it says here, Ukrainian energy sector is still online, but in emergency mode. There is no power. In about half of Ukraine, power has been lost on some railway lines, and therefore freight traffic has stopped. There are only enough diesel locomotives to carry long-distance passenger trains. Moreover, once again, you have this company cannot yet predict the situation, and therefore the scheduled hourly outages are not foreseeable. Wow. Now this is an update here, guys, and yeah, we're gonna see what's going on here. For those of you that missed the breaking news, I post a video over my main channel, Grand Supreme News. There was Tu-95 bombers. All right, there were, I think, 11. They were dropping a hammer on Ukraine. So last night there was some major operation going on. They took out the power grid, and they left almost the entire country in complete darkness. And again, there is a state of emergency declared, and from what I heard, there's going to be a heavy response. Now, I believe there's a possibility they might use F-16s. And this thing is going to get really, really hot. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon, we get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about in the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. It says here, in the last 12 to 14 hours, the Bear has launched a massive missile and drone strike on Ukraine. The Bear has been quite kind to Ukraine after 2.5 years. They definitely struck the hydroelectric plant in Kiev. I believe this is a retaliation because of the Kursk region operation that's going on, the incursion. So many of us has wondered, why wait so long? Power grid is one of the targets the West strike first. But Vladimir has always considered Ukraine to be brethren, Slavs, and that this was more an internal fight with the Ukraine regime and not the people of Ukraine. No matter what the news has told you, just listen to his speeches. So, but into Kursk, and we just brought that up, Kursk is a bridge too far for even the patience of Vladimir. I suspect the Bear is not done, and more missile will rain down in Ukraine. Ukraine has basically put themselves in a tough spot by entering Kursk region for a few months or longer. It does not matter. They are trapped there, and they will DIE along the rest of Ukraine. There you go. And now the game has begun. So those inside Kursk, they might be trapped. They might stay there, and yeah, so it seems like it's a big trap. And I mentioned that Vladimir, for some reason, these last couple of weeks, he hasn't been doing nothing, absolutely nothing in Kursk, and now he gave a speech 2 days ago saying he's going to be dropping a hammer. So this thing is going to be really, really intense now. I believe later today they're going to be dropping a hammer. They're going to be dropping more missiles. They're going to make it rain on that Ukraine country. Alright, so it says here, the Bear, follow me on this one here, guys. I'm using code words. The Bear launched its largest strike yet across Ukraine early Monday, hammering sites in the country's east and west, taking at least 5 and impacting dozens and putting massive strains on Crane energy grid. There's no peace, there's no negotiation. Already, the Bears said that they're not going to talk to Crane. Crane celebrated independence from the SU on Saturday. Okay, so this might... This is the reason why there's a possibility the bear is really upset. Alright, so it says here, in some form, the bear struck around the date have been widely expected, including in warnings from the sleeping giant US Embassy. In a statement, the Bear Defense Ministry said the targets were power substations and gas compressor station. Once again, it was not no homes or businesses. It was basically power grids and infrastructure and possibly some warehouses storing equipment. The bombardment, which hit at least 15 regions, followed an overnight drone strike against Ukraine capital Kiev and the surrounding region, as well as missile strike over the weekend in eastern Ukraine that taken a security advisor for the Reuters news agency and injured 2 of its you-know-who. I'll try to be very careful. I'm not trying to say too much words in this one here, guys. Once again, I got hit again many times, suspended. Every time I talk about Crane or the Bear News, I'm always getting hit for some reason. Don't know why, but I'm always getting hit. I want to thank every single one of you for the prayers. Continue praying for the channel, and thank you so much for your love and support. Zelensky, the leader of Crane, the one that supposedly inspired the entire world. All right, Zelensky said on Telegram. He using Telegram? Really? All right, so said on Telegram that the strike was one of the biggest combined strikes with more than 100 flying objects of various type and close to 100 self-destruction drones targeting critical infrastructure. Man, they really dropped the hammer. They really dropped the hammer in that region. Crane Air Force later issued a statement calling the strike the most massive strike since the biblical war began. You guys know, back in February 2022. So Zelensky repeated calls for Western lands to lift restriction on the use of equipment sent to Crane to strike inside the Bear. Oh yeah, let's lift the restrictions so that way you can use HIMARS and strike Moscow. And yeah, that there will bring peace. Oh. Or maybe just kind of dialogue, and let's kind of stop all this. How much do we send? Over 200 billion? I'm just saying, there's other ways, but yeah. So there cannot be long-range restriction in Crane when you have these group do not have such restrictions. He called Vladimir, he called him a sick creature who can only do what the world allows him to do. Weakness, inadequacy of decision and response to feeds, you know what. So you have everybody on the ground. Since the beginning of the Bear full-scale invasion more than 2 years ago, its forces have regularly has been impacting Crane's energy infrastructure, bringing the electrical grid to the point of collapse in late 2022 and raising tensions of another mass exodus from the country. Wow. So the enemy is once again terrorizing all of Crane with very powerful equipment striking energy infrastructure. So Crane Energy Minister wrote on Facebook, now the enemy is not abandoning plans to deprive Cranians of electricity. Man, they're really trying to cut the grid. Now the reason why they're doing this, I believe that they're trying to cut the communications between NATO and Crane. Again, they're communicating, and it seems like turning off that communication is the only way of stopping all these shipping equipments and so many stuff. The situation is difficult, and the consequences of the strike are being clarified. Starting in March this year, Moscow forces directly impact the Crane's power station and destroyed at one point more than 80% of the land's thermal electricity production, forcing Ukrainian officials to introduce widespread energy cutoffs this summer. Now, Ukrainian officials have scrambled to repair those stations and introduce smaller, decentralized energy units while carrying out scheduled maintenance of the land's nuclear power plants to avoid a major crisis this winter. We don't want to see radiation in the air. Ukraine has retaliated in the past by targeting the bare energy infrastructure, setting oil facility ablaze, and with a drone strike, the two sides at one point were actually negotiating through Qatar for a halt to such strike until the talks were derailed by Ukraine's incursion into. So there you go. So Ukraine is like, forget about this peace. Let's just go in. Why, Ukraine? Why? Why? Everything was going well. You guys would have just kind of ended everything, but instead you decided to go into the bare territory, Kursk. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Once again, the sounds of boom going on in Kiev came shortly after 8 a.m. and again an hour later. The city's military said in a social media post that air defense were operating in the capital and surrounding region. They're really dropping the hammer. They're really dropping the hammer. The two energy installations were damaged in the Kiev region. The head of the regional military administration said on Telegram. You have DTEC, the land's largest private energy company, said in a Telegram post that the state electricity distributor was implementing emergency power outages, but it did not provide details on where or for how long. Once again, you have the capital mayor said power had been cut off in several districts of the capital, caused by electricity shortages throughout the grid. Water supply was also cut off in some areas. Wow. Jeez. At least 5 has passed 30 impacted in the strike. You also have in Lviv, Western Ukraine mayor said water supplies could be interrupted because of the electricity shortages. Wow. State Railway Company said on the platform that several power outages had hit various regions, but did not provide further details. Local commuter trains, which run on electricity, were being delayed, but long-distance routes were unaffected, the company said. This land and allied aircraft were... Oh, by the way, guys, I heard that the Bear drone has crashed in Poland. Now, they are talking about it. When I say they, I'm talking about NATO. They're talking about, you know, possibly, perhaps, maybe this could be an Article 5 activated, which means that all NATO members are going to strike back. I doubt it. I don't think that's going to happen. Just because a single drone just landed in someone's backyard, I don't think they're going to provoke WW3. Just imagine going to school and how did WW3 started? Well, someone's drone hit the backyard of this person, and that's how we went to WW3. It just doesn't make any sense. A little object like that, just, yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to skip the rest of this here, guys, and I will leave the link in my Twitter page. But this is where we at. I have another video coming up with more of these updates. So, this is one of the biggest operations. They really turned off the lights. I think 1/3 possibly. But again, you have many Ukrainians in subway underground. And it's not over. I believe the Bear's going to drop the hammer. Why? Why, Crane? Everything was going well in Qatar until you guys decided to go a different route. Let's go into Kursk. And Vladimir's like, you guys messed up. No more negotiating, no more talking to you. And this is it. Now the big situation is gonna hit the fan, which is happening right now. I don't know what's gonna happen in Kursk. All I know is that those in Kursk, you better leave Dodge. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.